Do you know, my friends, from my experience, I believe that the skills that are most valuable in the corporate world are not taught in schools, or even worse, they are discouraged in school, right? Many of these skills we are naturally born with, but somehow not all schools, and our education system is changing, I have to give it credit, but by and large, the process of schooling suppresses a lot of the inbuilt traits that people then later on need at the workplace. Think about innovation, right? 75% schools in a survey admitted that they are hostile. Teachers admitted that their schools are hostile to innovation because they can't handle it in a classroom. Everybody coming up with their own idea, with their own version of something, cannot be handled in the standardized classrooms that we are used to, and therefore it is suppressed. The one way is the right way. Every other way is usually discouraged in most of the schools, right? That's one. Think about collaboration. If you would be collaborating with somebody on your exam or a problem, probably both of you would be failed for cheating, right? So, and then you go into the workplace and the number one skill they expect from you, oh, you should be creative, original thinkers. You should speak up more. You should have creative ideas. You should innovate more. You should collaborate with other people more. While schooling and the whole process of education is about a solo pursuit. It's about what you did, how many marks you got, how many races you won in that school athletic event and things like that. And it was all solo pursuit. You go to the workplace, it's all collaborate, teamwork, interpersonal skills. And kids find themselves lost because they haven't been prepared. They were taught to think one directional, wait for instructions from the teacher, and suddenly they're expected to take ownership and come up with new ideas. And another skill, and you might be wondering why I'm holding this water bottle in my hand, plastic bottle, is divergent thinking. What's it called? Divergent thinking. Divergent thinking is the ability of your brain to think about one object in multiple ways. Take this water bottle, for instance, and very quickly, while you're watching this video, think of 10 different ways you can use it. Apart from storing water. Of course, you can store water, you can store orange juice, right, liquids. But think of 10 ways right now that you can use this water bottle for. And I guarantee little kids will do better at this test than grown-ups. But here are some things you could do with it. You could cut it into half. You could use it as a pencil stand, to put all your pens in. You could cut it into half and put some flowers in or grow some plants like this one here. You could do that, have some water and grow this one here. Think more. You could do other things. You know what people in Philippines did? They're using this as a lamp. In the Philippines, it's called the light a home moment. They fill it up with water. They add some bleach. And one half of this bottle is outside their little shanty. It takes natural sunlight and reflects it inside. And suddenly the shanties light up. Just check it out on YouTube. It's called the Light a Home campaign. And that's how far you can go with creativity. This process, my friends, is most powerful. Whether it's communication skills or leadership or problem solving, divergent thinking. It's to take what is available and think about it from multiple angles. You can apply it for preparing your speeches or problem solving or so many other things that you face. Yes, of course, after you think divergently, you have to converge and narrow down onto a solution. But this divergent thinking is one of the most powerful ways of developing creativity in yourself. Next time you face a problem, let's say you have to prepare for a speech and you don't know what to talk about, think about this. Take the topic of your speech, write it in the center of a piece of paper, and now think of 10 creative ways you can approach it from, or 10 creative stories you can tell. And you will be astounded with the results you can create, because suddenly your neurons are firing. You've given your brain liberty to function in multiple interesting ways and natural ways. We are all wired for creativity. We don't have to learn creativity. Every child who comes in onto this planet is creative and is full of ideas and is wired for survival and wired for innovation. It's we who suppress it. And then later on, when they go to their workplaces, we say, they're not original thinkers. They're not creative anymore. While we have actively created a system that suppresses that. I don't know. I hope this helps in some way. Let me know in the comments if it does. Thanks for tuning in.